Hello and welcome to Be Abundant Now, where evolution is the new revolution. And in today's video, I'm going to go over a few updates in the channel. Thank you for staying with me. I've been off of this for almost a year now. I've been doing a lot of growing and expanding, and I really hope that you have too. In 2022, this is the year of balance. This is about give and take, equal reciprocity, represented by the number 6, harmony, hearth, and home. So this is a very good theme for this year. This is about bringing all things back into balance. We are now in the process of allowing a lot of energies from the full moon in Cancer here in January. And this moon is all about, again, represented by the sign of Cancer. This is harmony, hearth, and home. This is nurturing, loving. Also, it's in a very emotional time. And when you start working with the patterns of the moon, moon energy is very strong because it does impact the tides of the ocean. And we are over 70% water, so it does have an effect on our emotions. So during a full moon is a very good time to release any type of emotional experiences that may no longer serve you. Things do block our blessings and the life that the divine has planned for us. You know, emotions like anger, resentment, shame, guilt, fear. And it's all about processing these, allowing yourselves to feel them, process, and release them. And this is a really great time to do that. So up and coming also is I'm going to be like doing giveaways. That's what I foresee, you know, in the future. I will be creating another Facebook group, and I think I'm at the point now where I'm really ready to just step into the fullness of my authenticity. I am a crafter, I'm an artist, I create jewelry. Me and my daughter have been doing this for several years. I paint. So, and I do have an Etsy shop, and I offer angel card readings as well, but most of those will be, you know, by appointment only, and that might be part of like the giveaway in my Facebook group, because I don't charge for them. That's my gift. So, and you know, if people want to tip me or whatever, I won't turn it down, but it's not really a requirement. They're not expected. So I'm going to go ahead and give one message for today, just to find out what the overall energies are. So I'm working with the Sacred Bee Tarot, which I feel is very, very important. This is the journey of the Sacred Bee. I drew 2 cards. This is a Tower moment. So yeah, this is all about things falling away that no longer serve you. And generally this is like after we've put down our burdens. You know, like with that 10 of Wands, and then there's this Tower moment. But the great thing about the Tower moment is, the next card in the deck is the Star of Hope. Now we do have this is Capricorn energy, represented by the Devil card. This could be addictions. This could be toxic relationships. There may be a lot of toxic experiences and relationships falling away that no longer serve you. I'll be able to get more once I draw one more card on this. So this is all about releasing all of this, all of these toxic patterns, people, situations. Right, because it comes into the Hierophant, which is a higher level of spirituality, a higher understanding, connecting with the divine. You know, that's why we're all shedding like all of these kinds of energies, these low vibrational energies that no longer serve us. You know, and like I said, these could be, you know, these could be even like thinking patterns. These can be emotional blocks, but it does get us into this higher place of wisdom and understanding, and a stronger connection to the divine. Let me go ahead and draw one more. Right, because once we do that, we open ourselves up to the divine to bring us in these spiritual gifts that we were, you know, this was part of the blueprint, the divine blueprint This is the number 4 of cups, and generally that's saying that Spirit is trying to give you something. God is trying to bring a blessing in, but we don't see it yet, or it's not been revealed to us. We could be blocking it with our own emotions, thoughts, ideas that have prevented that from coming in. I'm going to take a couple of cards from this Mirror of Truth deck to elaborate this. So, Archangel Spirit Guides, illuminate my path, allow me to see clearly, allow me to deliver a very concise and clear message. I work with Archangel Michael, and that is the leader of God's army. He swings the sword of truth of clarity. You can invoke him at any time and ask him to cut away. Use that sword of truth and clarity, cut away all falsehoods. Illuminate my path so that I may see clearly. Illuminate my path so I may deliver a very clear and concise message for those watching today. Thank you. Clouds. And this too is a number 6. So the clouds, and it's funny because I always represent, to me, our dragons represent Archangel Michael's energy, and the clouds are being lifted. And now all this blue energy here, it resonates for me as Archangel Michael energy, but you have all this golden energy. That is the golden ray of Christ consciousness. So know that there is clarity and love that is being brought in. These are, and it's a very, because this is like a king type of energy, this is a very this is like an authoritative type of energy. It's coming from the divine. It's not coming from the earth. And these two energies being brought. So there's a lot of discernment and a lot of clarity in connections right now. But know that behind the scenes there is all of this love that is pouring in. And things in your path, if they're not falling away, they could actually be transmuted, taken to another level where there is more harmony. The divine has the power to do that in your connections. Storks. For some of you, this could be like, this is all about brand new beginnings. For some of you, this could be like pregnancy or, you know, birthing something new. It could be a new job. It could be a new idea. It can be a baby. You know, there could be a welcome addition in your family, but there's something new coming in, and it's very emotionally healing. And it's also represented by the number 17, which is a 1 for a new beginning. 2 is the number of the church. A total of 18. 1 plus 7 is 8. That is infinite, and it is infinitely guided, and it represents also abundance and strength. So, and it's like a family. So there could be a lot of more closeness within families, a lot of healing, emotional energy. Love that one, wonderful out. So, and you know, this is very appropriate. The rods, this is the 11 of rods, and this is all about like, this would be like the justice card. You know, that's what the 11 represents to me. This is also, it's golden energy. This is a fiery, passionate energy. And it might be something that's coming into your life that you feel passionate about. So a new beginning, something to ignite you and, you know, to keep you moving forward on your path. But this is like physical action. And that is also a 2. So this could also relate to a divine partnership as well. We're getting a lot of that right now. And a rider, yes. There's forward movement. This is a very masculine energy. Someone new could be coming into your life with a lot of masculine energy. It could be a love connection. But this brings a lot of healing energy and forward movement in this. This is also a 9. This is the number of this is the number of God itself, source. This is the mathematical number to all of creation is the number 9. It's also about all going within and finding our own inner light by doing this internal examination, getting into that source, that number with source. And it's also a new beginning, but when you do the 9 and the 1 together, that's a 10. So it's an ending of old cycles, beginning of new, and there could be a brand new partnership coming in for you. Lots of them, you know, because this is the year of partnerships. This is the year of partnerships. And, you know, and it's all about connecting with your soul tribe. You know, you'll be meeting people that, you know, resonate with you. This is the Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador and practice cosmic mastery. So this is like about mastering your emotions and being at peace with yourself. And a lot of times we got to shut down the mind and just go into that heart space. And that gives you that sense of peace. So that's a really beautiful energy. Pure intention. Right. This is really a beautiful card. This one is all about surrendering to the divine will. Look at the dove in here, represented by this star, which is wish fulfillment. This is, you know, the hope. It is driven by the heart. And it's saying, and it's a number 2. Again, divine partnerships. Pure intention. Find clarity, absolute clarity, and surrender your ego. Because the ego is what has kept this world in this place of the collective insanity. That's what Eckhart Tolle always resonated as. And here we go. This one is saying, create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are a being nudged. You're being nudged forward. And again, this is 3. I look at 3 as the Holy Trinity. 3 also represents Christ energy to me. And, you know, this is about following that path, your soul path, you know, coming into this rainbow warrior of light type of energy. And coming into the sense of balance, you know, and blending these energies of earth-based and spirit, bringing that energy down from God, that it's just unconditional love, because that's all source energy is. It's pure love, the love of Christ for ourselves and each other. I'll draw one more. And this is very important. This one here is the violet flame. Invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame. Transmute all that is not love. And that's funny. That was something that was kind of on my mind today to share. It's the violet flame of Saint Germain. He was an alchemist, and the violet flame mantra is very powerful. It will transmute all lower vibrational energies. It will remove 75% of all karmic debt. And he was nominated for sainthood. Why that has been really kept from people within the Catholic Church, I don't know. I mean, I didn't find out about it until about 5 years ago. But the mantra, and there is more to it, but it says, you know, transmute by violet fire all causes and cores, not of God's desire. For I am a being of cause alone. That cause is love, the sacred tone. And that mantra can be said, you know, throughout the day. And for myself, it really did transmute and transcend a lot of my relationships for the better. And I don't really know how it works, but I can just be, this was one of my greatest healing modalities. So anything that is not of God will be, or the highest vibrational frequency of love is transmuted in that violet flame. So that's a very powerful energy. And now this brings me to the Power of Surrender deck. So know that the violet flame is with us. We're invoking more clarity through Archangel Michael energy, and all of this is drenched in the golden ray of Christ, which is all unconditional love. Christ was all about the heart. Yes, and this is saying surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To be more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give this situation some breathing room. And so that's what this card is speaking of. You know, there's a plan. Everyone has their own individual plan of the divine. And it's saying again, and this is where we're at, this is just confirmation. Surrender any unhealthy relationships. Let go of a relationship that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So if there are people in your life and they're not resonating with you, and it's not even really people, you know, we all have our own core signature frequency, and two opposing frequencies cannot occupy the same space. So we don't really have to take things personal when we don't get along with somebody. It can just, it's physics. It's not even about like getting all emotionally attached to it and be like, well, they don't resonate with me. It's more like, you know, we're on different levels. Because when we surrender to unhealthy relationships and the desire to control people or an outcome, we actually surrender ourselves to joy. And on the other side of all of these unhealthy relationships, under the desire to be attached and to try to control situations or people, there is joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times, and keep surrendering to more joy. And that's also true, and you can just make that a conscious choice every day. I know for myself, one time I was in a very, I found myself being pretty unhappy in a situation, and I told myself, and I told God one day, and when I was out in my garden, and I'm like, you know what? If this is my shitty life, so be it. But you know what? I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be the happiest I can be in my shitty life. And guess what? After about 3 months of that, and I just focused on being happy and the joy that was in with me, that whole situation changed. So, and that's about being a co-creator with God, with Spirit, when we choose. You know, the more consciously awake we become more conscious of our choice. We get to choose our thoughts, our actions, our perspective. You know, and I always ask to be guided to the highest perspective. So, and it will be revealed to you. And it's saying, surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Taking a relaxing break, spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy that is there. And that is so true. One of my goals is to do most of my videos outdoors. Today that really wasn't possible because there's a lot of snow out there and I would have had to dig my car out. So once everything gets once I get my driveway cleared out and it's nice out, because I have all kinds of, I'm prepared for all the winter stuff. I would love to do more outside. I really do. And being in nature, it has a healing effect. A couple hours in nature can really heal you. And I really love spending time outside. And now it no longer matters what season it is. I used to only just enjoy being out there during when it was nice out. But now it doesn't matter if it's cold or you know, as long as it's not raining, you know. I would like to do videos and stuff like that. Kindred spirits. That's exactly what we're attracting into our life. New relationships, new partnerships. And, you know, on the soul level, you know, we're all connected through unconditional love. So we're going to, and there's transformation. This is going to be a big transformation on an individual level and for the collective. Because whatever thoughts, ideas that we put out there, it continues. That's the quantum field. So, you know, focus on, you know, you get what you focus on. So, in other words, focus on what you want. If you want peace, you got to learn how to become more peaceful, joy, love. And, but that does involve letting go. And speaking of peace, I drew this card. And a mother and child, and that is, look at that. That is Christ. You know, that is the Christ child. That is the Lamb and the Divine Mother. And that's what this whole full moon was about. This was about that nurturing energy, that Cancerian type of energy. This is about, that mothering experience, that divine feminine represented by Mary and the Christ child, and bringing us peace. Because that's what this world needs. But like I said, in order to have it, we have to have it within. As within, so without. The more that we become at peace with ourselves, the more that will be reflected into our reality. It may not, who knows how long it's going to take, Who knows? It may not even happen within my lifetime, but I just know the more that people seek ascension, all of the violence and all of the, I look at like the violence and the evil and things like that. These things were there to wake us up, to make us more conscious about what we choose, so that we can create a whole new world, through our thoughts and our imagination. Because look at where the human imagination has led us, to people killing one another and finding new ways to torture each other. But you know what? We have a different choice. We have a different path if we choose it. We can choose to focus on the beauty in the world. That was what St. Francis did. He used to go out into the woods and he would just talk to God. All of a sudden, all these animals would be around him. And focus on love. This is unconditional love. There's the dove. This dove, there is a lot of angelic, godly energy around us now. We just need to open our hearts to receive it, because it is there, to allow the love, the light, and the joy into our lives. And there's some more purple in this card. This is all being, everything is being more and more transmuted in this violet flame that no longer serves us. And dreams. Pay attention to your dreams and insight. They're going to give you some really beautiful insights. Let's see what other ones we got. This one is the daily guidance from the angels. So this will be like the reoccurring theme, at least for the rest of like this month, and as we head into next month. But energies are always shifting and changing. But this year is about bringing things back into balance, back into harmony as a whole, and it's only going to get better and better. Law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to a higher frequency. That is very true. Your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, that is what shapes your reality. And as we change our perspective and we make conscious choices as to how we're going to choose to look at things, and we're going to choose love, choose joy, choose peace, choose what is best for us as an individual and the greater good on a spiritual level. And that's only through love, unconditional love. And that is always the answer. And this is all about steady progress. It says, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Again, that's confirmation of what I was saying, because this is about, all of this goes into the quantum field, and it resonates throughout eternity. So what do you want your energetic, this is the choice. I mean, what do we want our energetic signature to say? What do we want to broadcast to that world? Because we are that powerful. We get to choose. It's a conscious choice. So we just have to, and play like children, because at the end of the day, we all are children still. And it says, beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Not only playing, But if you're looking to shift the vibrational frequency rapidly, it's done through meditation and just deep breathing. You know, breathing in, hold the breath for like 4 seconds and letting it out. And doing that several times will shift your energetic frequency. Because, you know, and this is scripture. It says the Spirit of God is always around you. You are actually the breath of God. So as you take that in, you take in more of that frequency, and you embody more light. And that raises your consciousness, it raises your frequency. And in this world, we can't really change anything. You know, you learn that you're pretty powerless. The egoic mind thinks that it can, but in essence, it's about surrendering to divine will, being still, and connecting more with that source energy through the heart space. And that's when things really get to shift, and you can shift your whole being and your whole vibration. The ocean, and it's saying, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all the cares and concerns. And, you know, if you're not able to do that, one of my favorite things, you know, that really makes me feel good, it makes me feel wealthy, is taking a saltwater bath. And it's crazy because when my children were younger, I don't care what they complain, you know, this hurts, that hurts. I'm like, go take a shower, you'll feel better. And you know, you will, because when you shower, you bathe, it actually rinses away a lot of energy within your field. When you are totally in alignment, your energetic field extends about 6 feet from the body, okay? But the heart space, it is huge. It is huge. You have a really strong magnetic field from the heart. This is why the heart is more powerful than the mind, and this is why when Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the light, this is absolutely truth. Because when you can connect from that heart space to that godlike energy and do everything that you do in love, your life will start to fall into place. You won't have to put as much effort into it, because it's not supposed to be as hard as we make it. Our mental mind makes it very difficult and says, oh, I got to struggle, I got to do this. But no, if you open up and you open up to the possibility of love and allow everything that you do be done in love, then it does start, your life does start to change, and it gets more peaceful and more easier. It doesn't mean that you won't have challenges. It's just that the way that you respond to them is going to be a lot differently also. Ground yourself. Again, this is like getting back to nature card. And it is saying, when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. And that's exactly what, you know, this whole partnership with Spirit is. It's about blending, you know, taking that spiritual energy and blending it into this material world. Because we were all born wealthy. You just have to tap into that energy. And there's a lot of butterflies here. There's a lot of deep healing, transformation in this. I think there's one more. Do I have one more card? No, I really. Let me see. Is there one more I can draw? I'll draw one. I will draw one of these as a closing one. I usually have postcards from Colette Baron Reid, and for some reason I didn't put them. This is dragon energy. I always associate, like I said, dragons with Archangel Michael. So we'll see what dragon energy is available right now. Sunshine Yellow Dragon helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. So if some of you have a very deep connection with animals, they're letting you know to just continue on that path. And that is part of, you know, oh, and it has a little baby deer in there. There is a blue jay. Blue jays, again, that speaks to me. There's a lot of, like, you know, that too speaks to me of Archangel Michael, because it's a very protective energy. Blue jays are very, very protective, and they are all about family. They're also about communication. and the Earth and Fire Dragon, which works with you to clear fifth dimensional ley lines. It's time for you to give, and it's time for service. When you give, you receive. So as you purge, now everything, if you think about, the divine blueprint, everyone is stationed in different places around the world as they get on this ascension, this path of ascension, by clearing out old ideas and beliefs and perspectives that no longer serve them. They're clearing the way for new energies to come in, and these energies are all about, the 5D frequency, which is all about unconditional love. This is Christ consciousness. The orange gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future and be a guiding light. And yes, if you are resonating with my channel, then that's probably your path. You've probably been in this like wounded healer energy, where you've had some things in your life that were meant to like destroy you, only making you stronger. And so this is your fuel. These are, the healer's medicine comes from his own wounds. So as you heal yourself, that's going to be your medicine that you can use to help others. So that is today's messages. These are timeless, and everything unfolds according to divine timing within divine will. And it depends on how in tune you are and how receptive you are to the energies as well. So thank you so much. I will be uploading, more jewelry to my Etsy shop. I will be uploading paintings. I also have started a Redbubble store last year. I do shows. I do the fair here. I just try to bloom where I'm planted, basically. That's what, I guess that's what I'm doing. And so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Have an amazing day. And until next time, have a good one. Love and infinite blessings. And take care.